Okay, collective deep breath. Does anyone feel like doing that with me? Because I'm gonna do that right before we have this chat. Just, okay. Hello, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I am vlogging with you today. I am late to the game this week with filming my life. Wow, this has stuff all over it. I am about to make my smoothie. It's about 1 p.m. Once I'm done eating dinner, I don't eat again until breakfast the next day. And then how long that time in between is usually varies based on where I'm at in my cycle. And I don't do it like strictly. Like if I wake up and I'm like, I want toast, then I make toast. And that's exactly what I did this morning. So now I'm gonna make myself a nice smoothie. Also, please just note, this is my freezer door handle. It fell off. That amongst a lot of other things that are breaking and falling apart amongst my house has kind of been the general mood this week. Lots of just random little things breaking, not working. So this is how I have to open my freezer. And it's not easy. Hey. Throwing some strawberries in, some frozen bananas. We have a stuffed banana on aisle 9. Sometimes I feel like it can be a little hard to find vegan protein that actually tastes good. And I get this on Amazon and it actually tastes good. I've tried the chocolate, this one is the vanilla. Ouch, just stabbed myself. I'll usually put a scoop in like that. I'm gonna lick the spoon. Do you want it? Good job, bud. So those are the types of things that have been happening this week. Bentley had a tick. My air conditioning broke for a little bit, got it back on. My hot water broke for a little bit, got that back on. My septic broke. Well, it wasn't even my septic. There's this thing attached to this house called EcoFlow, but it's good or better for the environment and it's more cost friendly to run water in the house as well. But anyway, that broke this week. So that costed me $900 in total to get all of that fixed. I actually started vlogging 2 days ago because I went to the garden center and picked up a bunch of garden goods and began making my garden, which we can skip to while I blend this so you don't have to hear it. Alright, so this took me like a solid 15-20 minutes, but I got all of the bricks out, so I just dug them all out with the shovel, and I'm going to use those to basically go around the yoga garden.
You can't keep me far away for too long. You can't keep me far. You can't keep me far. Please don't keep me far away for too long. You can't keep me far. You can't keep me far. Please don't keep me far away for too long. You can't keep me far. You can't keep me far. You can't keep me far away for long.
So, yeah, I've got my garden done along the side of the yoga room. I wanted to do the one in front of the patio, but honestly, it all took me way more time than I really thought. Like, anywho, just naturally cleaning my metal straw. Yeah, that garden took me forever, much longer than I thought it was going to take, but it looks great. I really like how it turned out. I definitely still need to weed a little bit around there. And maybe plant a few more things in that yoga garden. And then I have a couple other things that I'm gonna plant in the front of the house, but I'm gonna see if I can basically bribe my boyfriend to do it with me, because the digging out of the grass was the hardest part. He's got muscles that I don't wanna even say that. I can do it, but I'd like even just the moral support, I don't know. Cheers. So I'm gonna head back outside and do a little bit more work. Share my dinner tonight. I'm gonna be making tacos. You know, I'm gonna get them to rate them against normal tacos. I'm learning a lot. I knew a lot about plant-based eating, learning a lot about the rural side of life, but that's cool. We like it. We love to see it. We didn't expect it to be easy now, did we? I'm talking to Bentley. You just get to run around and explore. It's the best. She's a toasty mother trucker. Excuse me, sir. That's my seat. Okay, sir. You're gonna have to go back into your kennel. Sir, get back, get back, get back. No, no. That is not safety. What are this? Stay, stay, stay. Good boy. No. No. Please get back in your kennel. The vehicle will not move until you are buckled into your seat, please. Back in your seat. Lie down. Stay. Okay? Just stay. Stay. I'm just gonna start making moves so you have no choice but to stay. Put the windows up because bugs. I'm actually bringing the tacos to my boyfriend's house. He just got home from working, so he's pretty wiped and exhausted. I'm dating a true Canadian man in the sense that he loves hockey, and there's a hockey game on tonight. Y'all, I can't even tell you how hard it was to try and find people to mow my lawn. Like, I found only a couple companies, none of which called me back. Spiders' nests on the outside of my house. They didn't call me back either this week. I did finally get a call back on my septic, which I told you about. I ordered a lawnmower and it should be arriving this week. And so I ordered that, and I got a weed whacker as well. Just so many things I didn't think. A wheelbarrow, which is another thing I didn't order one, but I'm probably gonna buy one just for all the lawn work and landscaping I have to do. Anyway, so that order is ready for pickup, and it's a holiday this weekend, so I have to get it today. Scale of 1 to 10, what do you think? It's really, really hard to see. This one's about to sprout. And also, if you watch the backyard tour, then not only has this bush over here started sprouting, it's like all white flowers, which is what I was hoping that it was gonna do. The one beside it that like literally had no leaves, look at that one. Let's go take a look and then we'll have our final chat. Look at this one, it's so pretty. Like what? These are gorgeous. So this is what bloomed on this bush. And then this is what's coming out on this guy. This one bloomed, this one bloomed. And now that this one's coming into full bloom, this one's starting to bloom. I think it may have been the mom of the guy that lived here before that like, you know, I'm pretty sure she did all the planting. And if I'm right and it was her, then she did an incredible job like planting so that things bloom at different times. It's windy out, let's go inside. You're so cute. Hello, sir. Probably like, why is she looking so intensely? Last week I was filming one of the classes for the Koze Flow studio and there was a dock spider, a massive dock spider, a female dock spider, like the bolster, and I had no idea and I was carrying it around. And then I think you need to be just a little bit higher up, my friend. All right, so I just figured we'd do one last final little update. Before we jumped into this, I showed you the rose bush outside for all of my Taylor Swift fans when I was picking out my plants to plant around. I just get so scared now every time I see movement because I'm just like convinced there's more massive spiders in here. Anyway, it was a mosquito, not a spider, so that's cool. Oh, it's a fly. I specifically planted a rose bush right outside the window here. If anybody knows the song The Lakes by Taylor Swift, there's a specific lyric in that song. But now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, this is kind of corny. But she's like, a red rose grew up out of ice frozen ground with no one around to tweet it, while I bathe in cliffside pools with my calamitous love and my insurmountable grief. I really fuck with that song. And for some reason, it kind of felt symbolic to put red roses right outside the yoga room because I feel like that's the beginning of the journey I feel like I'm on right now. I moved here from the city of Toronto, downtown Toronto, mind you. And before I moved to Toronto, I was like a suburbs of a small town named Kingston, or small city named Kingston. I didn't know, I still don't know very much about things that are local to Ontario in terms of plants. And in terms of just in general, I didn't grow up learning a lot about rural living. And so I'm learning so much and I'm loving it so much. And it's a fly, oh my God. There's so many updates I want to give right now. I'm not going to do it all in this video, otherwise it would just be way too long. And I do want to keep it pretty subject to our original topics today being the whole plant-based thing and planting gardens and rural living in general. So it's a huge thank you to you guys that wrote on the backyard tour and were giving me so much amazing information about the different plants, the different trees, the different shrubs that I have surrounding me. I did not realize how many of you guys know about this stuff. So I feel like I was kind of carried here. Like I was meant to end up here, if that makes sense. And now I feel like I'm on the beginning of this red rose growing up out of ice frozen ground. But like, would like cut in the corny shit for a second. I do feel like I'm at the beginning of quite a journey into like this next era of my life. On top of, I feel like the whole world is kind of going on a journey into a new era. I don't know, I think about these things a lot and life has just changed a lot from last year to this year. Like I thought I was an independent woman living in the city. I feel like this is like a whole new level of independence, is living rurally alone. Ultimately, I feel like I'm just living in more alignment with the earth. And that, I think, is the big thing that's making me feel so fulfilled here. I'm breaking down this very delicate cocoon I had made for myself that I didn't even realize I was kind of in. All of the things that I'm starting to realize are really, really important to me. And I'm trying very, very hard to untangle the mess that I feel like is going in my head or just is crumpled in my head because things have changed so quickly, because the world has changed so quickly, my life changed so quickly, the internet has also changed really quickly. And I was talking about, in the vegan video, I talked about how I had been online since 2013, and I was like, whoa, like I'm coming in on 8 years of doing this. And then I was having a really interesting conversation with one of my best friends, Christine, and we were talking about all of this stuff. She's into marketing, and she actually started a marketing business. And she was like, you've been doing this since the 2010, so you've been through a lot of the different trends online. It's weird to go through transitions online. I know that that sounds funny. It's more so me figuring out who I am here now. You know, not here, but like here. I've come down to like the bare basics that this channel is just gonna always remain my personal channel, where I don't have to be so professional. I don't have to be so put together, and the content can be more vlog style, home video style, like just kind of like me documenting life, me just posting stuff for fun. Like I'm gonna do more game playthroughs and just more just like shooting the shit, you know. And then the All Things Koze channel is more so like, let's sit down and have deep chats about like deep things, deep conversations, more of like a Koze production, I guess you might say. Like that channel will have things that I've more so produced rather than filmed like a home video. And then also using the platform to lift up other voices, lift up other people, and give different perspectives other than my own. It's a comforting place on the internet that you can go to have those types of deep conversations. It's a community, whereas this channel has always just kind of been my life and me. And I know that for a while those waters kind of got murky for a little bit, because to be honest, it was murky for me too. It was hard for me to figure out exactly what I was trying to do online, but it's becoming more and more crystal clear to me every single day. And it's also just in my own personal life and the personal choices I make, and how those personal choices like affect the world is also becoming more clear and clear to me every day. It means a lot that you've been there through all of the phases, or you can go back and see all of the phases. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just, lots is changing. And I'm just gonna keep on keeping on, keep on creating, keep on posting, because I love what I do. I actually have already begun changing my sources of income. I feel like I should just make an entire video updating everybody, just giving all the updates, because so much has changed. Launching memberships and launching an online yoga studio, and eventually I'll be launching, like, there's no real other word or label for it, so I'm gonna use this term, but it's definitely not the term that I'm going to like actively choose as I actually go about doing this, but like life coaching. I am eventually going to launch I just don't like the word coach. Like, I don't want to coach people, because I don't really like telling people what to do, but I do love giving life advice to anybody that wants to hear it or just needs like someone to motivate. I love motivating people. It's like, again, what I built an entire career on. Eventually, towards the end of this year, I'll be launching something along those lines as well. So you know what, I'm just gonna open the floor right here and just go for it and say, if you have any questions, I'm just gonna do a full-on Q&A life update. I'm not sure what updates you want, but I also know that there's a lot that's changed. And so hit me with your questions, leave them all down below. I'll film it literally this week. I'm just gonna like grab a good old coffee, sit down with you and do it, because I've been talking a lot already today and I don't wanna ramble too much longer. But anyways, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today, giving some life updates on being plant-based. Definitely go check out that coffee talk if you wanna have that conversation. Outside of that, I'm sending you all the, whoa! It's a mosquito. The spiders. I think that's the only thing. It's just like, I'm terrified of there being massive spiders. Anyway, sending you all a huge internet hug. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night, depending on whenever you're watching this. And I will talk to all of you in my next video. Bye, guys.